President Donald Trump invited both the men and the women's team to come to the State of the Union address. Today, we know USA Women's said, we are sincerely grateful for the invitation extended to our gold medal winning U.S. women's hockey team. Due to the timing and previously scheduled academic and professional commitments following the games, the athletes are unable to participate. I want to bring in the general manager of the Minnesota Frost, Melissa Caruso, who is with us on the John Schuster Coldwell Banker hotline, who is, I imagine, still over the moon about the number of Frost players. 8 went to the Olympics, 6 for Team USA. Melissa, pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We're so fortunate to have these athletes with us at the Frost and seeing what they accomplish on the world stage. It's just been a really fun weekend to watch their celebrations.
I mean, gold medalists for the women. So you had six on Team USA, and they're all part of the Triple Gold Club now. Tell me what that is.
Yeah, that's correct. So, they've won, obviously, the gold medal on the world stage at the Olympics. They have won national championships, and they have also won 2 PWHL championships.
Ah, yes, that's right. It's pretty good. It's
not sure how you beat that, but really excited to have them rejoin our team this week.
Yes, no doubt. The only thing I'm disappointed for you is that the next home match isn't until March 13th at Grand Casino Arena. We got to wait a while till we get these women back home.
We do. But, I think the Olympics has built some incredible momentum around the game and around the PWHL. So really hoping that the second half of our season, that we get some great fans and new fans, hopefully in the crowds and, hopefully some big crowds as well to welcome us back.
We are talking with Melissa Caruso, who is the general manager of the Minnesota Frost, the professional women's hockey league team based right at Grand Casino Arena. So, look, there has been some controversy welcome to 2026. There's always controversy. President Trump invited the women, invited the men to the State of the Union. And just within the last hour or so, the USA Women turned down the invitation. I thought they totally stayed out of any politics of it or any drama, just said, look, I mean, these women are still flying back from the Olympics, right?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, our athletes, I believe, departed today. They should be back stateside shortly if they're not already. But, some PWHL teams play as soon as Thursday. So they've got to, return to their markets and then get back on another flight and fly to their next game on Thursday. And then, then you've got the college players who, college playoffs start this weekend as well on Friday. So it's not a surprise to me that, due to the last minute scheduling, that the team was not able to make that work.
And also, there was this moment in the locker room with the men's team, and you hate to sort of pit the men against the women, but here was the president on the phone with the USA men's gold medal hockey team on Sunday.
We have medals for you guys, and we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay?
So the president saying that, clearly joking that he would be impeached if he didn't invite the women also. This has gotten a lot of pushback online. Is that, I guess, what's your reaction to what the president said?
Yeah, I think obviously those calls are kind of in the moment and, nothing. Those athletes couldn't have expected that call to go one way or the other. I think it was all kind of unprecedented. But if you look at the kind of support that the women's team got from the men's team over the last week, especially after, they won on Friday, and even going as far as Jack Hughes talking about how Megan Keller was the first thing he thought about when he scored the goal. I think those teams work in unison. They're both great groups of athletes who are supporting their country and wearing the red, white, and blue. And there's I don't think there's any bad blood between those groups, and they've been incredible supporters of us.
I mean, it would have been better if Trump had called the women's locker room and said, like, well, I'm going to have to invite the guys too. And that would have been a better news story, wouldn't it?
It would have been, yes.
Yeah, see, this is why I would never get elected president. That would be my move, I think. Like, go the opposite. Don't do the bro act. I mean, that's sort of the thing. Melissa Caruso is the general manager of the Frost, not taking the bait on getting mad at the president, by the way. Well done. I know what you're doing, Melissa. Like, I see it. I'm.
Yeah, to be honest, I hate for that to be overshadowing the accomplishments of both the USA teams this weekend. So, love to just keep the focus on those teams.
Yeah, I think, we saw sort of a unity, an American unity that you don't see too often today. And at the end of the Olympics, at the end of the broadcast, Mike Tirico talked about how sports brings people together. In sports, sometimes I wonder if that's the only place we can find sort of universal unity. There was something special that happened, not just with the hockey teams, with the curling, with Alyssa Liu. I mean, there were just some great moments during this Olympics.
The Olympics are so fun to watch from all perspectives. And, like I mentioned before, hopefully there's new fans of every sport out there now who are able to follow along, whether it's curling or figure skating or hockey. I think sports is a great community to be a part of.
Yeah, no doubt. How do you keep your players, and how does your coach keep your players focused when they get back into action? When you're looking at so many of these gold medalists that are coming back, it's going to be a lot of excitement, I would think.
It will be. Yeah, I think all we can ask for them is to kind of keep the momentum coming. They'll be rejoining the team who has just been practicing, preparing for our first game on March 1st. And we are looking forward to having those bodies here. And we have 15 very crucial games left on our calendar this season. And it's a really important part of our season. So we're going to need those athletes to come back from Italy and jump right back in and help us get some wins to, prepare us for the push to the playoffs.
Where are you guys in the standing right now?
Right now, we are second in the standings with exactly half of our regular season games remaining.
Yeah.
But in the PWHL, it's anyone's game every given night. The parity is insane. It's standings can flip flop very drastically over the course of a weekend.
Yeah. Pretty cool. The Frost are what do you have 7-2. There's so many pop-ups on your website here trying to get me to sign up, Melissa. Settle down with the pop-up. 7, 2 overtime wins, 3 overtime losses, and 3 straight-up losses. So 28 points. You're just 2 points behind the Boston Fleet. But like you said, it is super tight in the PWHL. Your hope is that people do get turned on to the fact that the quality of play, the pace, the crisp passing, the tight defense, the stuff that we all saw in the Olympics, that you can go see it at Grand Casino Arena, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope it does, elevate the number of fans in our leagues. If you think about it, I don't have the exact stats in front of me, but I think it's somewhere around 30% of all players in the PWHL were participating in the Olympics. So that's an incredible group. You look at the gold medal game between U.S. and Canada, and there must have been over 40 athletes on those two teams. So yeah, it's
pretty cool.
Yeah, great quality of play.
Outstanding. Melissa, thanks for being with us. Melissa Caruso, the general manager of the Minnesota Frost, and I'm sure you'll celebrate those athletes when they're back on March 13th, that home match at Grand Casino. There better be a big party, for sure.
We will celebrate them for sure, and look to finish our season on a high note.
Thanks, Melissa. Appreciate it.